everyone, and welcome to another Simply Colorful FiberCast. Today's date is March 13th, 2020. My name is Lynn Marquardt, and I am your host. Welcome. Yes, it's been a historic week, and we're not going to talk a lot about it, but instead we're going to use our fabric and our scraps to entertain ourselves while we come to grips with the fact that there is this thing called the coronavirus. So I hope wherever you are well and you are okay, and we'll talk about it, but we'll also just dive into the scraps. We also, you can see behind me, I've laid out a second memory flower quilt, and I'm going to be meeting with the client tomorrow to finalize this one. So I have two now that I have to do the buttonhole stitch all around. So I'm looking forward to that. And because of I was going to say self-quarantining, but I'm not, because I'm working, but certainly not going to any other events. So we're spending a lot of time at home. So that gives me lots of time to work on my quilts, which is a beautiful thing. Aren't you glad that you quilt? Aren't you glad that you have hobbies, something that you're passionate about, to pass the time, to be creative, to get things out, to share with other people? It's all, I feel so lucky that we have this time together. So, happy early St. Patrick's Day. I thought of doing a green quilt, and then I thought of doing our Dakota Sunrise for the wedding. But then I thought, well, I want to ask the bride and groom, or find out the bride and groom what their favorite colors are, because I was thinking, this fabric might be a little old for some 20-somethings. It's fabric that I got, I've shown it before, I'm sure. I bought it at Missouri Star last year, and I bought the layer cake plus some coordinating fabric, because as we know, that's the thing, is they run out of the coordinating fabric, and then you really have a hard time doing something. So I have the makings of a beautiful quilt, but it looks a little mature, or I don't know. I just need to see if Ben and his fiance, if those are the colors they're into. So that we're not going to do today. So then I keep going back to my scraps, and look at what I found. I found houses from back when we were making funky house quilts. And if I iron these up, I thought this might be fun. Those are lots of little pieces. That might be fun to put together into, I don't know, a spring tablecloth maybe? I don't know what that is. Very modern. That actually looks cool on the camera. Here's another one, another schoolhouse. That's a good one. Huh, lots of pieces. But, and this was fun. Oh, just two more houses, two more of these houses. There was did I show you that one? That's kind of cute. Okay, so we have lots of scraps. As always, by the way, there's a little teeny tiny house. Send in any questions you might have, or comments, or pictures of what you're working on. I bet you want to know where to send it to lynn@simplycolorful.com. Let's see. Okay, my iron should be heated up. We don't need the camera to be on. I think, though, rather than a house quilt, I just want to work on a scrappy kind of leader-ender type thing that I can work on. Look at this fabric. This was in my mother's 50th birthday quilt. I'm pretty sure. Isn't that pretty? Let's see. let's get some lights and some darks. So, I don't even know what colors. Well, you know what? Since it's going to be St. Patrick's Day, let's do some greens. So let's start by just pulling out some greens and darks and lights. So that's very dark, right? And there aren't many greens in here. There's the chartreuse. Ooh, that didn't work very well, but I don't know if you can see all of these scraps. I brought my scrap bucket out. So here are some greens, right? Green, green, green. Here are some lights. I'm just going to create that. And then some darks. So what are you working on? Oh, look at this. And this came from Heidi, my cousin's quilt. Years ago, I made a floral vine quilt. It was from, a designer made it. I forget which one right now. Okay, let's put these aside. Let's see if we can find some more greens. I didn't do, oh, here we go. Here we go. Ooh, that's very shamrocky. Okay, so we'll get greens. Oh, even that little piece. Oh, we have lots of greens here from Molly's quilt. Oh, and these I think came from a combination of people. Maybe Christine and Deb. Okay. There we have our greens, right? And there's even some blue greens. We're not going to be discriminating. There's an older green. That one has a little pink in it, but that's too light. Okay. So, put this down here. And that's another lighter one. Huh. Black binding, anyone? We don't need that yet. Oh, that's a cool bright green. Okay. I'm not sure if we're going to need these dark ones, but at least we'll have them out there. What do you think? Think that'll be enough to get us started? Oh, here we go. Here we go. And here are some neutrals. Look at all those beautiful neutrals. I love it. Okay, so now what I want to do is just play with 2-inch squares to start with, I think. Let's pull out some green. I was reminded when I was talking to a customer this week how much longer it does take to do a scrappy quilt as compared to one that you just cut up. But the results are oh so much more interesting, I think, because you get the variety of things that your eye can look at. So it's fun. So let's just start by doing a 9 patch out of 1.5-inch squares. And I purposefully did not do any planning ahead of time, so I really don't know where this is going. Sometimes, I have a feel for where we're going to go, but not tonight. Let's see. That's kind of gray. Oh, I could be a little disciplined and do a 9 patch that has only 2 colors in it. That would be good. Let's do that and this green. Okay. So, I have my nice Martelli board. I love this thing. Boy, you know how I've been on 2 retreats this winter, one at the end of January and one at the end of February. And my sister made me think of how fortunate that was when she was mentioning the Philadelphia Flower Show and how they squeaked in right under the wire because they must have had it a few weeks ago. Apparently the Boston Flower Show, my mother was saying, is closing 2 days early, which is just too bad, but understandable. So has everyone become educated on the coronavirus? Because that is, first and foremost, in my opinion, the way to ease your anxiety or lessen it is educate ourselves on the facts. And then it makes more sense why we're doing the things that we're doing as a country and as a globe, as a world. And like I say, we won't talk coronavirus a lot here tonight because, number one, I'm certainly no expert, and there are lots of other places to go for more authoritative information. But I wanted to mention it and acknowledge it, that it is something that, all of us in our own way are going to have, are grappling with, unlike anything I've ever seen. So, sort of my bottom line right now. Well, why don't we back up? So, in the last week, here in the United States, every day has been a progressive education and action that has been taken to curtail, to try to reduce the number, the spread of the virus, and hopefully smooth it out or extend it out or reduce the number so that our healthcare system and our hospitals don't get overrun with sick people. That's kind of the bottom line, is what I'm learning. So if we all do our part and we do the social distancing, meaning no more handshakes, no more hugs and kisses for a while, and try to literally keep 6 feet away. Don't go to big venues, where there are a lot of people. It's just a numbers game. And again, thank goodness we have a hobby we love and ways to entertain ourselves and be creative and expressive. Anyway, I'm kind of prattling on. Okay, so I just broke my rule. I just did some other colors. I didn't want to do that. Let's see if I have enough more of this to make enough for a 9 patch. I'm not sure I can be disciplined enough to do this. Let's see. Where are... Well, that was silly. All right. Well, for now, we'll throw those away. Okay, so for a 9 patch, I need one. Can you see this? And I know you can't see it very well. So 5 of one, and then 4 dark. Ooh, that's bright. No, but we already ironed this one. We're going to go with this one, aren't we? Dun 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 dun. Go. Now, what I could do is I could sew. No, let's just do it the old-fashioned way. Fold them in half. I've done a fair number of quilts this week, including 2 of the graduation quilts. They're all quilted with just a simple meander, and I like them. I just did a baby quilt for Deb. I'm going to do her other one tomorrow. Deliver that. Okay. Can you see this? No, you can't. What's the best way to do this? Oh. Here's what we'll do. Put this down. So that's our first one. I'm going to make that. Question is, no, that's right. Okay, let's put this on there. So this baby's going to get a workout on the quilts. Oh, look at the dust. So on these flower quilts, I've done a satin stitch, but I think what I'm going to do instead is a buttonhole stitch around everything. Small and tight. I think that'll work just fine. Okay. So we're going to have to do lots of Netflix watching and things like that. I was even thinking of making a doll that depicts what we do in self-containment, but then I guess I'm to the point with what am I going to do with it once I do it? This is much more fun for me right now, tonight. I don't have to think much. Oh, and some other happenings here in our neck of the world related to so far, to the rescheduling. The Boston Marathon, which usually starts here in Hopkinton, what has been has been postponed till September. Turns out they postponed it to the week when we were going to have our biannual quilt show, Marathon Quilters. So I'm very impressed. The organizers of the quilt show have already worked it out such that they're moving the quilt show to a weekend later at the Cultural Arts Alliance building in Hopkinton. And it's a week before Poly Arts, which will happen. So it'll be the marathon on the 14th, then the quilt show, what would that be, the 21st, that weekend, and then Poly Arts the following weekend, the 28th. And so that's a change. We'll see. Hopefully things will be a bit back to normal. I think we have to proceed with some of these things and hope that we are back to normal. Hi everyone. I'm glad you're out there. I see you. I'm cutting my seams so I can spin them, or whatchamacallit. I think I am. Maybe I shouldn't do that on this small of a one. Because then they spin the wrong way. Can't wait to iron this and show it to you. Okay, now we have the perfect iron for this kind of sewing. Yay! Look at that. So, oh, that's kind of cute on his side. So maybe let's see, how big is this? 1, 2, 3.5. What size triangles do I need to make? I bet you guys know. I am going to introduce a second color. So these are going to be lights and dark greens, and then dark blues. Blues. Maybe I could do... There's a fun one. All right, let's see. If this is 3, do you think 3 7/8, and then cut it in half? Let's try that. That might be kind of nice. Alternate light blues and dark blues. and then put those together and see what happens. I think that's what I'm going to do. Question is, yeah, that's a light blue. But it's not big enough. So what do I need to do? Yeah, that'll be big enough. So let's see if I cut out 2 3 7/8 squares and then cut them in half. Let's see if that works. So this is Improv Scrappy Quilting. Gives us something to do. Actually, I could just do 4. I'm going to do 4 inches for ease. Do you know I cannot find my CAFE half square triangles? Otherwise, I'd be working on those right now. They're here somewhere, and I really am getting close to organizing all of my material again. It's out of control. Okay. Just think of how our gardens are going to be. We're going to have so much time to prepare our beds. And our houses are going to be so clean. Huh. Okay, 4 inch by 4 inch. That's too big, but we're still going to do it. I could get to where I have a whole bunch of these ready. And every time that I work on something, although I don't really need leader and enders with this machine. I'm so spoiled. Okay. There's that. And we'll do this one. And maybe this is what I want. Is I'll leave some excess, so I will do these 4 inches. Okay. So this is dark green and light blue. I wonder what it would look like with light blue and dark green. Where's my starch? You know I'm into starch now. All right. So there's our first scrappy block. Ready to square up to, well, I'm going to do it 5.5 by 5.5, but let's wait and let's make another one with light blue and dark green. Okay. No, see, I'm not gonna like that. Oh, well, hello, Scraps. These are already 1.5-inch square strips. So let's do this. We already have 1.5-inch strips. There we go. You know what? Maybe while we're all in quarantine, maybe on a Saturday or a Sunday, I could get a few friends over here and we could turn on the webcam. Oh, I see more people out there. Hi. Hi. Okay, so we have there. And any extras, I'm just going to put in my box. I have a box of different squares of different sizes, which I could pull out and use them for this too. There's that. I have to remember to put them in the right order. So the dark ones are making, okay. Oh. I have the wrong colors here. This one. Do I have another white one? No. So we need to make a white one here. might have to make some sewing competitions or something. If we're not going to have any sports teams to watch, no NASCAR for 2 weeks, Mom said. How satisfying is it when your seams, when you nest your seams? Okay. Here. So, what else is going on? We all are going to have to help each other through this. And for those who can work from home, that's great. That's awesome. For those who can't, I worry more. For those who lose their jobs, I worry. Just start being really frugal. Oops. Okay, I'm spinning my seams. Oh, I love that, how they spin so nicely. On a 9 patch, it works well. Oops. Okay, so there's another one. And now let's get a dark, what am I going to do, a lighter green? No, a darker green. See, this is where I start to break all the rules. And before you know it, it's all muddy. No, okay. So let's just don't give up yet, Lenny. So that's dark and light. This is dark. We're going to do light. And then we're going to do the reverse. We're going to do light and dark, light and dark. Who knows? Maybe we'll make coasters. So 2 4-inch squares. I guess if I did 5-inch squares, then this could become 6 inches. But I don't want to. Two, 3, 4. Together. Okay. Ooh, yes, I like that. Finger press it open. Open. Oh, hi, everyone. I'm so glad you're out there. Yay. Okay. Way. Look at all these scraps for 2 little blocks. Ooh, that's a lot of starch. These blocks will stand up on their own. Smells good. Okay. There are 2 blocks, light and dark. So now, why don't we make lighter and darker? It won't be as impactful though, so how's that going to work? Oh, maybe this is where we use our blacks. It's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to use our darker grays and blacks on the inside. With a very light green. Oh, here we go. It's a nice light green. All right. If I could do 4 of them, that would be good. That would be a good accomplishment for today because I just don't think I have. I think that's about what we can do today. I don't need this big one. I do like the scrappiness of this. There. Okay, so this one, the lights. My green might be too light. This green is too light, so I'm taking it out. I can use it as a light. It's just not what I want to do. Okay, so instead, 3, 4, 5. I'm saving these. Let's go with a, oops, there goes something. Let's go with this one. Just need 4 of these. 3, 4, 5, 6. There. Two. Yeah, good enough. Okay. So now we have this. Okay. We need a dark blue for this one. Okay, so I finger press it toward the dark. It's the key to spinning your seams, is making sure to nest your seams on both sides. Okay. I wonder how many times in the course of 7 years we've done this on FiberCast. And I still enjoy it. There we go. Now we need a dark blue. First, let's cut this. Think of all the knitting that we can get done. In addition to quilting, what else are you going to work on, do you think? there's that. Now we need a blue, darker blue. This will work. Has some red in it, but I'm okay with that. Okay. We do those. This doesn't have to be exact because I'm going to cut them down. Okay. So now ooh, this is looking so different than the others. You know, if you just play, sometimes you can come up with some fun things. Sort of don't. This is one benefit of not working at that high stress job is I think I don't have to always think about just what needs to get done or what needs to be accomplished. It's more about just enjoying the process. Okay, now we get to do our ironing. We're going to make one more. Oh, no, we're not. This is it. Man, that time went fast. Look at that. That looks cool, too. So imagine these together. Let's see. Here. One, two, three, and then we will bid everyone adieu and send everyone good wishes for the week. Stay healthy. See? That'll be kind of fun. Maybe we do all blue and all green, or we mix it up. But I think that will be fun. Or maybe I just stick with, well, I'll play with it. I'm so glad you could join me. Thank you for chilling. Try to use quilting to cope with the uncertainty that is upon us, and trust that it'll all work out. Be safe, everyone. And what do they say? Wash your hands? Okay. Bye. Keep each other company and let us know if you need anything, okay? Bye.